Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. We about to be going over Michael Rubin himself. That's right, the billionaire everybody's talking about. Did y'all see this dude on the Breakfast Club talking about yeah, I don't like black on black crime and black people keep holding each other back. Listen, man, give up some of the millions, man. Give up some of the millions, distribute it. Throw out a little stimulus package or something out there. Don't be speaking like that, bro. Talking about, yeah, I know they gonna do something to me for this. Man, you don't be speaking up for us, man. Go sit down somewhere, man. But yeah, man, yeah, we about to get into it. This is a beautiful edit by Luesta. I will put a link in the description. And without further ado, let's get it.
I don't know Michael Rubin, but a lot of times the nerdy whites, they want to partner up with the kids at the cool table. Snoop told a story one time where he said the dudes from Uber was with Suge, and they begged Suge to come introduce them to Snoop. These dudes be going to Seed Capital. I just want to be around Kevin Durant. I want to be around Nas. I want to be around all of these cool people that I grew up on. I was the nerdy dude. Now I got enough money to mesh with them.
Everyone knows.
I'm not gonna stop it a lot. We gonna rock out, y'all. I promise. But I want to let y'all know. This goes along with, while I want to elaborate on something, this goes along with being the salt of the earth, being the flavor of the earth. We don't know what type of leadership and influence that we have on people. Whatever we come out with, whatever word, whatever slang we come out with, everybody else follow it. So what happens if the salt of the earth, the people who got the flavor, what happens when they start living righteous? We keep complaining about the world and how evil it is, how wicked it is. What happens if everybody follow us? If everybody already follow us, whatever we come out with, what happens when we start making righteousness cool? What happens when we start loving on each other? Like, what happens if we make that cool? Y'all remember back when the Black Panther Party and getting all twisted. We about to get back to the video. Just be patient. Y'all remember when the Black Panther Party, that movement, did you know white people was picking out their hair and trying to make their hair look like afros and stuff like that? Did y'all know that they wanted to? It was some of them. So that's why I be telling people it's about the spirit. It's not about skin color. Some of them wanted to march with us. Some of them actually had empathy for us. Who knows who they were? Just because their skin was white, who knows who they were? You know what I mean? They spirit, you know what I'm saying? They spirit was like, damn, we feel sorry, we feel bad. Let us march with you too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that all of them was, was genuine about it. I'm not saying all of them was genuine about it, because you did have some of them who was snaky. Let's get back to the video. I ain't gonna hold y'all no more.
Knows that money rules the world, and the rap game is no exception to that rule. But the puppet master behind many iconic artists is a truly sinister and creepy man. Michael Rubin is an industry tycoon, and his name really started circulating along with this embarrassing clip of gangster rapper Meek Mill, as some of you may recall, where bro was literally bunny hopping like an absolute psychopath on camera.
Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek? Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud.
Familiarity breeds content. Familiarity. The more somebody's familiar with you, and you let them get in good with your life, you let them know how your life work and all of that, they feel like they can start disrespecting you. So y'all be aware of that.
Count out loud.
And it's slowly coming to light that he is your favorite rapper's favorite billionaire, orchestrating a large network of young black talents across hip-hop and even sports. Even the likes of 50 Cent have been seen clowning rappers close to Michael Rubin. From the outside looking in, it seems like a pretty good idea to associate yourself with a billionaire, as there are countless benefits being tied to such wealth. But the quote-unquote benefits that Michael Rubin comes with tend to be questionable at best.
Don't be making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You two drunken hugs are coming tonight.
It's your boy Luesta, and today we're gonna unpack the unsettling hold that Michael Rubin has on hip-hop culture. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we gotta understand his origins in the world of hip-hop and the power that he holds outside of the game that you'll see extends farther than anyone really knows. With 11 big B's to his name, it's hard to imagine Michael Rubin ever starting off with humble beginnings, but that's exactly how the story goes. Like many kids, he started shoveling snow when he was only 8 years old, and by the time he was 12, he had a ski repair shop that eventually raked in $125K a year. His keen eye for business carried into adulthood, and perhaps his most important money move came in an early investment with Fanatics, the top sports merchandise company in the entire world. This wasn't a one-off expense though. Rubin loved sports, and he eventually was inspired to purchase the Philadelphia 76ers and became its most popular owner, despite sharing the team with several others. And it was courtside at a Philly game where he met the gangster rapper Meek Mill, fresh off the scene after coming up with moving and raw bars like these.
Some summer nights can even turn cold. In the streets of Philly where niggas don't even get to turn old. My heart pumping to it turn gold.
The two men were from completely different worlds, but they would end up having far more in common than one would expect. And they would begin to bond over sports, business, and more. As conversation continued, no one would expect the can of worms that was about to burst open from this single interaction. And it would change the course of modern rap entirely.
So my daughter was just talking to Nikki, and Meek's like, you know, in his way, he's like, who are you? I'm like, you know, the Sixers guy. No. And then within a second, what I loved about Meek from the moment I met him, he just started peppering me with business questions. Like, hey, if I want to do this, how would you do that? And if I want to just do this in sports, and if I want to put this deal together. And in a lot of ways, he was a similar version of me from a completely different environment.
They continued to meet a few times as a friendship was truly beginning to form, and in their talks, Rubin would eventually learn about Meek Mill's ongoing legal struggle.
One night, maybe we'd hung out at the games maybe 10 times, and we were at halftime. And I'll remember this for the rest of my life. I said, hey, I'm going with some friends to the Brigada afterwards. You want to come? He said, I'm not allowed. I'm like, do you need permission from your mom? It's literally what I said to him. I said, you need permission from your mom? I was joking. I was being a wise ass. Yeah. He's like, no, I'm on probation. I'm like, how's this probation thing work? He's like,
so you did all that research on Meek Mill and you didn't know. First of all, you want to be Meek Mill, nigga. We're not stupid. That's how they do. They get in, they see your weaknesses. They figure out your weaknesses. He know Meek Mill. Man, everybody knew Meek Mill was on probation. And the way he's studying him, he had to know. Listen. When you meet somebody, this is what people do when they meet you. They look you up on Facebook. They look you up. Stop being naive to the situations that's going on. These people, when somebody meets you, they look you up. Let's stop playing stupid. When somebody meets you, they look you up. They know everything about you. If you look upable. They're going to look you up and they're going to research you. There's no way somebody just in your good graces and they like, oh, person. No, they looking you up. Let me see what they about. Okay. They do extensive research. They do a diligent search. This is what they do. Let me see what he's about. So you've been looking at them old freestyles of his when he was on the block, and you just stopped doing research. Nah, I'm not cutting. That's not cutting it with me.
I'm not allowed to leave. You can't go across the bridge. 10 minutes. He's like, I'm not allowed. I'll get arrested. I'm like, what'd you do again?
You see, Meek Mill was under serious pressure from a 2007 incident involving a case where he was locked up for illegal firearm and possession. He got 2 years behind bars plus 5 years probation, and when his probation period was supposed to expire, a hard-ass judge continued to hold him on a legal leash. And things would not change for him as he grew older, even though his rap career was flourishing. In 2017, Meek picked up more probation charges for popping Willie and getting mixed up in an airport brawl, violating his current restrictions. And when Michael heard about his new friend's struggle and realized it was a problem on the judge's end, he decided to step in.
I'm not gonna say who I called. I started calling people of importance to find out, is everything he's telling me true? Like, I was hearing like, All I was hearing was everyone loves him, but he's got this crazy judge. But you know what? I want to make sure I'm always on guard. If you're in my situation, you're always. And so I kept getting back. He's done everything he's been asked from a probation perspective.
What does that do for him? Y'all know these people of stature, they be needing them numbers. They need numbers and they need following. Look, it's the same thing with them president people. Look, y'all know I don't follow politics. I don't even know the names of nothing. But them people who be going to the black communities and to get the vote and doing little interviews and stuff like that with somebody they would never do an interview with, they need those numbers because it's so many of us. We are the number of the sand of the sea and the stars of outer space. There's a lot of us. Despite their little censuses and all of that stuff, listen, they can't keep track of us. It's too many of us. They need those numbers. They need those numbers for their little game they got.
He's well liked. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a little bit on rap time sometimes, but this is a good guy. He's doing lots of charitable things. I wrote this letter, which I never thought it would become public. It became very public. I wrote this letter basically talking about my relationship with him. I basically said, like,
you knew what it was going to do. I didn't know it was going to become public, man. His whole thing was strategic. He had a whole strategy.
Like, look, this become one of my closest friends. Like, he knows my daughter well. He knows my mom. He knows, all of my, partners in the Sixers.
Despite Rubin's letter and his appearance in court during the hearing, the judge still sentenced Meek to 2 to 4 years in prison. This was a shocking verdict considering everyone involved had strongly recommended against prison time, including the parole officer. It was abundantly clear that the judge had a vendetta against the young Philly native, but lucky for Meek, he had a billionaire friend in his corner of the ring.
I look at Meek, and he always wants to be Mr. Tough Guy. His eyes turn pink. There's tears coming out of his eyes. I can't remember the last time anything made me tear up. I have tears coming out of my eyes, and I looked at him. I'm like, I will not stop until you're out of prison and she's off the bench.
And that's exactly what he sought out to do, pouring over $6 million alongside Jay-Z to hire the best investigators and lawyers to fight for Meek's freedom. And to Millie, it meant.
And I'm going to tell you one thing. These people do not give out no money without a return on their investment. They do not. I don't care what y'all hear. Somebody, they donated this and they do not give without having a return on their investment and interest. Trust me, they're not going to give anything without them getting something back with interest. So anytime they giving up something, best believe they're going to get what they put out and get interest. That's their game. How much can I get? How can I capitalize off of this situation? That's their game. That's what they do. How can I have this person in debt and working for me for a long time? I need this person around me working, so I can receive what I put out with interest.
The world.
You're now sitting in an orange jumpsuit and you're still smiling from ear to ear. I don't get it. Like you said, if it were me, I'd be so mad. How are you happy? Meek sat there. He thought about it for like a minute. He said, Robert, I've been sent to prison 3 times for never committing a crime. This is my entire life. I've been in and out of this thing my entire life. This is the first time people are fighting for me. You're here to see me today. Michael's been here 20 times. There's a crusade to free Meek. This is the first time that's happened.
All that effort was worth it in the end.
Now, y'all think when Meek Mill was in the street and he got locked up, y'all think he cried? Y'all think he cried for being locked up when he was out in the street? That, man, I'm telling you, a lot of young guys, they look at that as a badge of honor. I remember when I was young, I used to get locked up so much. There was a thing we used to say, I don't care, lock me up. I do that time, man. I do that shit standing on my head, man. I don't care about that shit, man. That shit was a badge of honor, bro. That's when I was ignorant. I was so ignorant. Very, very ignorant. Very ignorant. Now it's even worse. It's 2024.
As the judge would eventually get revealed to be super corrupt, even beyond the courtroom. Aside from multiple weird cases on her end, she was also secretly spying on Meek and even demanded he drop her name in a song. Some pretty strange behavior. But the real win in all this was for Michael Rubin, who was quickly being hailed as a model billionaire and culture icon. He kept riding this wave when he established the Reform Alliance with Jay-Z to combat legal system failures.
We said we're going to get 1 million people that are on probation or parole that shouldn't be out of the system. There was 4.5 million people at the time. This is 3.5 years ago. We've already cleared a pathway for 650,000 people that are on probation or parole to get out earlier from the laws that we've changed.
Michael Rubin was officially a hip-hop namesake, and the idea of having a rich white billionaire
See that? Now he's in hip-hop. Now everybody in hip-hop know him. He's down. He down. Yeah, I'm hip-hoppity.
her friend started sounding real good to young up-and-coming artists, especially this genuine, caring dude.
Let's keep this real. When you're financially successful, it's easy to give money away, okay? I give lots of money away, that's easy. What's hard is to do the work.
But it wouldn't take long for the more sinister intentions of the richest man in rap to emerge from the most unseeming shadows. And it was too late for those that flocked to him.
The friendship with Lil Baby, what was it about him and your guys' rapport that sort of connected you?
He's a great guy.
Baby is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. There's never been a thing I've asked him to help with, like from a charitable perspective with the Reform Alliance. There's never been anything. He's just such a great human being. I love his work ethic. When you hear,
y'all don't get tricked. This is what they do. They play the violins in the background, and that's how they do. This is perception, what you perceive. Now what they making you do, where they play the violins in the back like that. Baby, he's a great guy, and yes. Do you see what he be rapping about? Do you hear what he rap about? Not do you see, but do you hear what he be rapping about? And what you think she rapping about? What you think they rapping about? I pick up a stick. What's a stick? Now I don't know this video. I don't know what she exactly rapping about in this video. It might be, it might be something positive, maybe. But on a global scale, these youngins, when they repeat his lyrics, is nothing positive. I know I be rapping about selling dope, but I'm telling my youngins to vote. Like that gives you a pass to. It don't be making no sense, and people don't be seeing it. He said, I know I be talking about killing and dope, but I'm telling my youngins to vote. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, yeah, it's okay. You can delete somebody, and you can do you could sell dope and all of that stuff, but just make sure you go vote, and you'll be straight. That wipe away all your sins. That wash away all your sins. Just make sure you vote. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I remember it was FBG Duck. I think his aunt or his mother or something like that. She said, my son ain't deserve this. He be out there voting. My son vote. He didn't deserve this because he vote. Bro, we are mentally destroyed. Let's get it.
hear his story, and I don't know anything about music, so when I met him the first time with Drake in the Bahamas in 2020, and he's telling me a story about, he was in jail a couple years earlier, he never rapped, and now he's got this great, kind of music career. You just want to root for the guy.
Rubin's new influence pulled in big names. Lil Baby.
You just want to root for him. Like, that's the only story out there. You just want to root for him. He already, man.
Travis Scott, and Quavo, to name a few. Successful people hang out. It made sense at the time, especially given Michael's recent investment into Meek Mill.
You see?
Lil Baby, Travis Scott, and Quavo, to name a few. Successful people hang
how
out.
They get you?
It made sense.
Look. Brotherhood. Yeah, come here. Let me get behind you, man. Let's go play football on the beach. Brotherhood. We just get behind you and grab your waist. Drunken hugs.
At the time.
Come here. Nah, we straight. Yeah.
Especially given Michael's recent investment into Meek Mill. But a noticeable pattern began to emerge in these relationships that made people question his intentions.
Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek? because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud. Count out loud. Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your bunny hops. They suck. Your bunny hops suck. You got 250 more to go.
Super weird dynamic, and the internet exploded when they saw what was going on. Bro, this is some house slave type shit. I'm gonna hop for you, massa. When he lost, he went straight to hopping too. Man, the rap game is nothing but a modern day plantation. I discussed the situation in much more detail in my video about how
people woke, man. People woke.
Meek Mill destroyed his career. But one takeaway from that video is that this was all weird behavior for a man like Meek Mill. A respected street artist who really portrays the image of a gangster. It just felt really weird for him to do something like this. And due to all the negative publicity he was receiving, Meek Mill tried to explain that this was a game played in prison. But of course, that only got him flamed even more.
Someone tweeted at him, how much did they pay you to do this? This is the first time he's addressed it. Keep in mind, there's all these Diddy rumors about Meek. There's this, what I believe to be a fake audio about Meek and Diddy engaging in some wrestling for the cereal like he used to do with the, like he said he used to. People have this assumption that Meek is doing zestivities with Diddy or potentially gay. I don't believe that. So he says, this is a game I started from prison. We used to make killers do bunny hops when they lost because it was too hostile for money. A YouTube channel, the link. This be us. I'm gonna get Rubin to bunny hop for me, okay? LOL. I'm gonna teach him D-Thang hop. I don't even know what half of this means. The fact that he said we used to do this in prison and we used to make killers do bunny hops, this is one of those things where if Meek was right next to me and showed me the phone, anybody really, I'm looking at him like, dog, that is not what you want to send out. You used to make killers do bunny hops. What? What are you talking about? And then I'm gonna get Rubin to bunny hop. And this is the thing.
Could y'all imagine AR Ab doing bunny hop? Could y'all imagine? Yo. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yo, I ain't doing no motherfucking bunny. Nigga, yo, I'm a killer, nigga. You know how AR Ab be. He be telling all his business. Yo, I just got Lil Man to run the joint. What I look like doing some bunny hop. Man, yo, Meek could say anything to get up out of that fire. He'll say anything.
Him getting Michael Rubin to bunny hop for him has no effect on Michael Rubin. Most people don't even know Michael Rubin is the owner of the company that he owns.
The clip of him doing bunny hops got so much attention that it resurfaced amid the Diddy allegations a while back as well. To make matters worse, this wasn't an isolated incident. As
he tried to get close to the camera. He was fake smiling and everything. He really was probably mad, like, damn, this dude own me.
Lil Baby was another rapper who was a victim of one of Rubin's house bets that caught people's attention, and not for a good reason.
What's the bet?
If I go to sleep from 5 to 4, you get 6 braids.
6 braids coming off your head. 6 braids off the back of your head if you fall asleep from 5 p.m. until 4 a.m. My entire head. Bet.
Bets between friends aren't unheard of, but it
ain't about the bet. It's about how much can I control your ass and put you on display to let everybody know that you listen to me. Yeah, I own it. Yeah, these are my puppets. Yeah, y'all see how y'all glorify them? Y'all need to glorify me this way. All the attention y'all giving to them, I want all that attention coming to me. That's what that mindset is about.
Eerie part of all of this is that we never even seen Rubin lose. It leads us to ask questions like, is Lil Baby really gonna get into Rubin's bed and shave his hair? And if Meek lost that bet to anyone else, is he really letting his homies post the video online? The answer is obvious, and the truth becomes crystal clear when we see Kanye, one of the most high self-esteemed humans to ever walk Earth at this point, get talked down and demeaned on a post.
So this is what really happens with Peter, AV, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event, ribs and french fries.
So what does Rubin have to say about all this? Well, he'll tell you that these are all mutually.
For y'all that don't know, Kanye West was holding these guys' plate while they was eating off the plate. I think that was his wife right beside him. Like, this is what we do, like, totally,
beneficial relationships, and the business mogul knows he can get to these successful artists for tips and ideas as well.
You were asking about Baby before, like, you know, does he come to me for advice? he comes to me for business advice all the time, but I go to him for advice on stuff too. I'll ask him like, hey, will this, is this a good idea or a bad idea?
While this could be true, the real benefit for Rubin, besides whatever freaky stuff is going on behind closed doors, is the marketing leverage that hip-hop superstars give him and his companies. And rather than being a pushover guy paying these rappers to be around and do his bidding, it really seems like Rubin is the guy calling the shots. Even in this incident with Meek Mill on a private jet.
Mike, get up off me, dog. You heard me, Mike? Get up off me, man. Look, this man on my legs, y'all. Get this man.
Don't be making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug.
I ain't never see Lil Baby laugh like that. I ain't never see him laugh like that. Or like soft, mushy.
I can't believe it, Michael. Michael, Rubin.
I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
This isn't all speculation either, as we've seen him utilize a culture shifter like Lil Baby to promote his Fanatics gear on the track Merch Madness, a campaign where tons of merchandise was given out to fans. These rappers were playing chess, but Michael Rubin had them in checkmate from the beginning, pulling rappers into business endeavors and still capitalizing on their influence. His use of rappers as pawns is enough to make you speculate his intentions, but the real red flag begins to dissolve whenever we look at his more elevated social life, specifically his strange white parties.
You gotta investigate this Michael Rubin party a little bit further. Y'all don't think it's a little strange?
What?
What? Help me out.
The consistency of the A-list celebrities that go there.
The hugging. What
mandatory-
other party in the universe do you see that many of that level A-list people at the same spot at the same time?
This annual Michael Rubin white party isn't what it sounds like, but might just be as strange and worth investigating, and most of all, disturbing in its nature. This high-profile gala is littered with every A-list person on the planet. Even people far outside of Rubin's circle will show out for what is possibly the biggest elite social event every single year. We're talking Tom Brady to Jay-Z, Kevin Hart to Kim Kardashian, even Drake was recently seen there, looking like bro was absolutely done with everything happening to him lately. Basically, anyone considered an elite society is invited and most certainly attends these packed parties. Of course, the first assumptions from outsiders were Illuminati comparisons, and some even pointed to Rubin himself as the leader. There's even an eerie resemblance to this crowd and Jared Leto's cult, to even be—
Wow. Y'all see these pictures? Wow.
considered for an invite, you have to be at the top of the famous profiles. So it makes sense that anyone would want to show out. But what's strange is the presence of guys like Baby, Quavo, and Meek, who are all far below the status of these other guests. Their attendance seems a little—
Bro, that's dangerous as hell, bro. Do you know what can happen if you get all of those people together? Y'all look up Jim Jones, and I ain't talking about the rapper. Let's get it.
Little bit out of place, and questions got raised, especially when they found themselves in more questionable scenarios at the hands of Michael Rubin.
Now, what in the is this?
Look at Act.
No fucking way.
Oh man. Act be talking this shit, bro.
These motherfuckers got him in a reverse Oreo and he's showing all teeth. That guy, Michael Rubin, he needs culture. I listened to him on a podcast and all he talked about was trying to sell to culture. Well, here's the thing. You having $1 billion don't matter if niggas don't fuck with you. So what is it in your benefit to do? Befriend niggas. Befriend the hottest, like throw the best party.
There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. He's speaking facts. I don't shoot the messenger. I don't shoot the messenger. Listen, it's about the message. Is he speaking facts? Let's get off the dumb shit. Oh, he glazing it up. Is he speaking facts right now or what? He's speaking facts. It's about the message, man. At the end of the day, it's about the message and waking the people up. It ain't about no beef. It ain't about no, oh, he doing this. He all that childish shit. Yes, we clown around on this channel sometimes, but at the end of the day, It's about waking the people up. That's what it's about. Gathering the people to wake them up and make sure they equip themselves so they don't be destroyed. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
Who knows how much money? He probably lost millions off of this party.
With the Diddy Party activities coming to light, it's no surprise that people are beginning to question what goes on at the Michael Rubin estate. With culture floating around Puff Circle just 20 years ago, the same strange occurrences seem to be unfolding around a 51-year-old billionaire, especially given his relationships with the top of hip-hop. And now we're left to wonder why what lies ahead seems both familiar and uncertain.
Yo, what the That says Rubin on his underwear, yo.
Oh.
I just noticed that. Yo, Michael Rubin got the hose. Is that real?
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, is that real?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. God damn, bro. Yeah.
That's a grown dude. That's a grown dude. That shit caught me off guard. I ain't even see this before post. Damn. That's wild, y'all. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about it, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Cause man, like I said, at the end of the day, it's about waking these people up. They don't keep destroying themselves. They don't keep getting tricked. Like Academic said, he needs culture. He needs the culture. Who did that sound like? Who did that sound like? Man, and these the same type of people that's over Drake. These the same type of people that's over Drake doing, you know what I'm saying? Ah, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone. Listen, y'all go ahead and subscribe. I ain't checked the analytics in a couple days, but the people who watch, the subscribe, the people who's not subscribed, they starting to subscribe. So clap it up for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to the channel, it's right here. You see it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gonna be doing that 20K giveaway. It's gonna be 5 winners this time, y'all. So yeah, y'all go ahead and subscribe so we can get there. Big Catch signing out. I'm gone.